Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I'm just going to make a quick little video to kind of help those who are kind of going with the same setup. I'm not going to make a quick long, I'm not going to make a long video. I'm going to make this one kind of quick and just show you guys what is going to work if you're going to run the mod RC center brake discs. Again, the kit that I bought it off eBay, he had the mod set up with the caliper and the discs, and I was running into problems with these bolts. And then, like I said in that video, I found on mod's website that they have, I guess, a different set of caliper bolts where it actually has a bit of a groove in it, according to the stock one that they have. It's just the full length. So again, that didn't work. I guess you're gonna have to run your stock setup if you're gonna run the mod RC center brake disc. So I picked up a set of Kraken RC, just set of brake pads and discs. If you don't know this, some of the companies and manufacturers, you can interchange different parts. If you actually take the Kraken front center brace off the chassis, it bolts directly up to a losi 5ive-T. Yes, it has a little bit of a bump because it has a recessed pin on the Kraken chassis, but again, they all bolt up. They're all interchangeable, so I just ordered a set of Kraken ones because they're actually cheaper than buying the stock losi setup. And then this is what I'm after. These pins are a lot smaller. I'll grab the factory one. Well, not the factory one, but as you can see, these pins are a lot smaller, which will help bolt up the mod RC disc. So I'll stop talking. As if you saw in the last video also, I ground down this, and like I said, I just went over it with a Sharpie, so this way you guys can see it on camera. It doesn't do nothing. It's not going to rust. It's aluminum. So, alright, so it's plain and simple. This will just simply go through the mount. You'll get your brake disc from mod RC. We'll slide that on, and then they have a bit of a hole and a little bit of an oblong hole. Just kind of try to keep them going both ways, so the holes will go this way and then the oblong ones will fit that way. And then just we'll space them out. Alright, so you could fully tighten these up. I would just put a little bit of Loctite on them. And then if you can see down inside, I have a little bit of an air gap. And then this will spin perfectly fine if I hold this. The brake pad has a little bit of room, so does the brake pads. We'll flip this around. We'll get this one installed on this side. And then the same thing on this side. You can totally bottom them out. Again, these bolts, the calipers will have plenty of play. I'm also reading, like I said, the mod RC disc brake instructions that came with it. This is if you're going to run, I guess, optional brake discs or anything like that. They want you to run, I guess it's like this little spacer to help with the wobble. But I guess since this has so much material, the brake disc actually doesn't flop around. If you run like the stock one, it's tinier, so the brake disc will actually wobble. Again, you don't need these little spacers. And then you're just going to want to take your, I guess the linkage arms, you would say, that actually hit the brake disc pads. They'll just fall down into their little bearings. And then your top plate to the center diff will just slide on top. Alrighty, so with those 4 bolts tightened up top, you can still see it spins nice and smooth. That little bit of drag you hear is just the pads dragging on the brake discs. But I guess moving forward, if you want to run the Mod RC center brake discs, you're going to have to run your stock brake pad setup along with the stock bolts that hold the brake pads. And in order to run it, it'll give you that just enough clearance to run them, and you guys should be all set if that's what you guys want to run. And hopefully you guys don't have to, you know, buy all the parts that I had to buy and research and look into it. So again, if you're going to run, you know, the stock brake pads and stuff like that, well, these aren't stock, but these are upgraded mod ones. So I guess they went with a bigger hole design over, like I said, the stock hole design. So that's where you run into the problem with the bigger shoulders on these screws. So moving forward, stock parts, if you want to run the mod center brake discs, and you guys should be all set. So I'm going to make just a little quick video. I'm not going to make a whole part. It's just going to be a quick, simple, educational kind of video, so nobody has to run into the same problems I did. Alrighty, take care guys.